Well, let's take a look at the latest numbers on coronavirus cases. Health officials have now confirmed nearly 85.6 thousand cases around the world. Now, China still has the most cases at more than 77,000. More than 2,700 people have died from the virus. There have now been 57 confirmed cases of coronavirus in the U.S. And with that warning about the spread of coronavirus, are you prepared if it hits the tri-state?
Well, Eyewitness News' Grace Haba joins us now with what you need to know about this virus. Grace?
Brad and Shelley, because the virus is so new, health officials say that humans haven't developed any sort of immunity to it yet, which is what's making it difficult to find a vaccine. But while there are still no confirmed cases of the coronavirus here in the tri-state, health officials say we still need to be prepared.
It's not so much a question of if this will happen anymore, but rather more a question of exactly when.
Health officials today warning more cases of coronavirus in the United States are likely.
People shouldn't panic when they see new cases. They should know their government predicted we would have them.
Hospitals in the tri-state are now screening for the virus.
We've been screening patients for quite a few weeks now.
Locally, stores are sold out of surgical masks, but some doctors say masks aren't what you need to fight this virus.
The CDC still says that, for the normal healthy patients, a mask really isn't something that you need to use at this time.
Coronavirus symptoms are similar to that of the common flu: fever, coughing, and shortness of breath. But if you live here in the tri-state and develop these symptoms, Dr. Adams says the flu is likely what you have.
We still think that the very young and very old are probably the most susceptible to that. Obviously, anybody with any kind of immune deficiency or significant comorbidities like heart disease, diabetes, those patients are obviously going to be at higher risk.
The Indiana State Department of Health issuing this advice to international travelers: avoid animals and animal products, avoid sick people, and wash hands frequently.
There's still a lot of risk anytime you have any kind of travel, but certainly we're still only seeing these major restrictions at the airports where you're getting direct flights from China.
We've repeatedly reached out to the Evansville Regional Airport, who tell us they don't yet have new protocols in place for the coronavirus. I reached out again today for comment. I have not yet heard back. And we've been following the story of Jim and Linda Lavelle from Vincennes, Indiana, who are among the passengers quarantined on the Diamond Princess cruise ship. Now they're in Texas under a secondary quarantine. The couple tells our media partner Courier and Press they were briefly exposed to the virus, but they are still not showing symptoms. So Brad and Shelley, as long as they don't come down with it anytime soon, they're expected to get the green light to head back to Indiana on March 2nd.
Oh, wow. I bet they're counting the days.
I bet.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Grace.